Yo, what up guys, Travic here. I wanted to make a really quick video to talk about a couple of things going on. Lately, you know that I've been trying to scale the Huntress as much as I can, and I've been looking for alternatives to gear, and I've been trying to figure out things, and I've been trying to raise the damage and get the defense up and running. Well, today I want to talk about a small little thing that I found out about. A couple of you guys have mentioned this before, and I didn't listen again, and I'm learning my lesson to just listen when you guys tell me things. So last night, we're looking for upgrades, we're looking for gear, we're looking for ways to scale our life. We pretty much start going right into energy shield like we would normally plan. We're changing the tree up, we're doing the whole 9 yards, and we find a really nifty interaction. I get a couple of DMs, a couple of people are talking, we jump in a Discord call, and here's what we find out. My damage right now is 55,896. If I open my inventory, you're gonna see 2 items in my current inventory. You're gonna see a shield and a helmet. And I know the first thing you're gonna say is, how does Lycoside get replaced? Well, let's talk about it. First and foremost, we're gonna take off the helm and we're gonna take off the shield and we're just gonna see what our damage looks like. We're at 43,008, and with the helm and the shield on, we're at 55,800. So we could see Lycoside is giving us about 22, a roughly 22-ish thousand DPS. Not too bad, pretty good. Gives us a bunch of crit, a bunch of accuracy, a bunch of speed, a bunch of this, a bunch of that. Now, let's take off the helmet, take off the shield, and see what each of these individual parts do. First and foremost, when I put the helmet on, you get a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. Take the helmet off. You see we're getting about a 6,000 damage difference. That's because of my amulet. My amulet has spell damage. Small heads up. Now we take the shield and we put the shield on, and we see that we're getting no damage at all. So what we noticed was the helmet plus spell damage gives us the old school Path of Exile 1 Spellblade vibes. So we put the helmet on for Crown of Ice. We get a little bit of damage because my amulet has spell damage. And then we take the shield and we look at our damage. We are at 49,000. We put the shield on and we go to 78,000. Now let's run that one back one more time. We put the old gear on. We were at 55,000. We take the new gear and we put the new gear on. We are at 78,000. This allows us to make some changes to our tree now to accommodate what's going on. So we're gonna go to Doriani, and I temporarily spec'd some BS nodes to just kind of have an idea of what's going on. So let's remember, we're at 78,000, and let's change up the tree a little bit and move a couple of points around. What we're going to do is we're going to take points here for Spellblade, and we're gonna take 1 point for Spellblade here. We're gonna take another point for Spellblade here. And then we're gonna take the 3rd point for Spellblade here. And then we're gonna go to 84,637 damage.
To basics.
It's completely crazy because at the time of recording and last night when we bought the gear, it wasn't very expensive. If you buy big rolls, it's going to be expensive. But if you buy very basic pieces of the gear, they're not too crazy expensive. So if I go on trade and I hit search, you're gonna see there's all kinds of different values. This is what you need to do. You need to click here, come down to here, change buyout price, set it to exalted orbs, and hit search. And you're gonna see the helmet in itself, very, very, very cheap, 910x. There's 607 of them available for exalted orbs, not too bad. We're gonna do the exact same thing with the shield. We're gonna bring up the trade search for the shield, and we're gonna do the exact same thing here where we're gonna set this to exalted orbs, and we're gonna take a look at how much the shield is. It's about 1x. The kicker with the shield, and here's where things get important, you want as much spell damage per spirit as you can get. It rolls to 12, and currently 12% rolls are like 3x each, 4x each. Not too crazy. These rolls can get higher. They can get a lot higher. So they can go as high as, I've seen them go as high as 15%. I guess there's like none. Oh, well, 15% it wouldn't be in exalted orbs, it'd be in divines. So I've seen them go as high as 15%. So you can get better rolls to get more spell damage. Just depends on what your budget looks like. I don't think you need to spend more. I think the 12 is really, really, really reasonable. I don't think you need to be spending multi-divs on this shield. I think this shield can be replaced in the future with a really good shield that has a very high percent roll of lightning damage and a very high percent roll of spell damage. Now, what's really cool about this shield and helmet combo is that they're both energy shield based, and they allow us to start to transition into energy shield So my plan over the next day or so is to mess around with this tree some more, make some more changes, mess around with my gear, see if I can make that big swap or that big jump in the energy shield, and overall see if a little bit of energy shield makes a whole ton of difference. Right now, when I'm finished up recording, I just need to go buy some catalyst. I'm going to catalyst my rings, and I'm just going to see just overall what happens. If the energy shield swap does really well and things start going really good and I'm able to get a little bit of experience or a level, I'll make a whole new video talking about the tree changes, what I did, what's going on, anything I changed with the anoint, so forth and so on going forward. But for now, I really wanted to just showcase to you guys in a really quick video a really cheap helmet and shield alternative that just boosted my damage to the absolute moon. And for less than a divine, hopefully they stay less than a divine, you too can make drastic changes to your damage and get a little bit of energy shield and start working in towards a little something something to get your build up and running. Something really important to keep in mind though, when you make the swap this helmet shield, you gotta like fix resistances somewhere. So like that's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but not the biggest hurdle to overcome. But for now, friends, I want to take this video out to you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.